Welcome back to Satisfactory. Okay, we are going to set up a little bit of the concrete stuff today, but we need one extra miner here. Okay, so at the end of our last episode, we did have a power issue. We resolved that by building our 360 power plant. So now we need to clean up the old concrete. We're looking at the to-do list there on the right. We're going to clean up our old concrete. We're going to connect 3 mines. We're going to make sure the new power is connected. I put a subtask in there to make some cable, do some calculations on the scope. We'll select the site around the reflection pool, and then if there's time, we'll build out. Chances are, though, we're going to do the build out in the next video. So cleaning up the old concrete. We've got a little factory over here. And actually, we could probably clean up more than just the old concrete. We have that old biomass burners. We can get rid of those too. Don't need that. Don't need that. Yep, these biomass burners can go. Let's put some concrete in our inventory. Ooh, cancel that. I don't want to delete those wires. It's already looking better. We totally filled our inventory. That's okay though. We can drop some stuff in the good old awesome sink. Actually, I like keeping all this stuff. I don't know if I want to drop any of it. Actually, that would be some good points. And then while we're over here, let's complete that next level request. Put a constructor in. So we'll use this to make wire for ourselves. Or I'm sorry, cable. Make cable done. And then we need to connect all this old stuff to the new power supply. Whoop, not going to make that jump. So I'm thinking we could probably put something right, oh, nope, right here. That's why I built that extra one. But I don't like the placement of this. I'd rather it be kind of more in the middle where we can't really see it as much. Those are all taken. Right now, our biggest factory is just sitting here making power for itself. Well, I don't like the placement of that either. Gotta find a good place for this. Okay, now that we've got that little piece of power, we can make some fun and interesting connections. I think for now, since we're not doing the core, we'll just connect it out like so. That should cause everything to kick on. Doesn't look like anything's kicked on. Oh. That seems to be working. I see all the green lights going on over there. So now we've editing our to-do list. We've cleaned up our old concrete location. We've made cable. And we've completed 1 out of 2 of these. So we need to connect 3 mines. Limestone mines. And obviously we don't need all of these power poles. Some of these are a bit much. Whoops. That was the one we needed to keep. So we're on our own custom grid. So I'm going to pull this out. Just to have a way to extend our grid. I'm trying to say, like, what's the best angle? Done and done. There we go. What's the best angle for making... Oh no! Total miss. Hold on. So the problem that I'm having, and maybe since you're watching this video, I should explain it instead of just thinking it. I want to angle this in, but it doesn't necessarily need to go into this building, right? And I do want to kind of offer the ability to make an angle here. So I'm just going to put that reminder out there. So do I put the miner to go this way and then turn, or do we go straight that way and then turn in that way? That's my question. Production. Minor. I mean, it kind of looks like this is the best way. Nah, I can't nudge it far enough to get it to lay flat there. I'm trying to hide some of our wiring. Not that one, though. If I put this one here, and then we say it's right there, so it goes right here, then we nudge it. And just try to nudge it so it's perfectly under. Oh, but now it thinks it's on that plane. Urgh. Maybe if I put in a 1 meter foundation. Then nudge it. Oh, it went way over there. Come on.
I don't know. Have a good day.
We're close. I just need to remember to nudge this time. Come on, you. Ah, we need a partial nudge. Come on. I could have sworn shift or control or something would have given me half a nudge. Actually, that's not going to help us. We need to just put this in a easier location. a desert, so I kind of like a little sand. Now, where can we put in this limestone and kind of integrate it? Do I want it there, or do I want more back? I think one more back. So I could put a service layer in. My temptation is to put it here, but run the risk of it not working out all the way down. Or all the way in. It's not necessarily guaranteed either direction. I could just make the concrete factory kind of a next door neighbor. Of course, we've got that giant element in the way. So it would have to be probably right here-ish. Where do we want to go? Here, maybe? So, a 1 meter foundation. I could... You know, I could put it underground all the way, but I kind of like the idea of it being above ground. Or, you know what? Let me consider... It's a shame I don't get automatic guidelines for this. But here's a way to learn it. So we go from the ground to... Looks like 6. Might be 6.5. Do I like that better, or do I like it better on the ground? I think I like it better on the ground from a pure aesthetic standpoint. But from the ground to a connected machine is 6.5. Items. Okay. And we'll come back and make those the right type. We're going for a clean, fully supported build here. No floating structures this time around. Did I make an underground connection here? I did. Let's connect this. We know we have 3 concrete that we're considering for this. We got one coming in from this side, one from here, and one in there. So this probably is the center line. I have a design in mind that makes that choice make sense. Well, see, now I'm reconsidering a couple things. One thing, let's get a storage container in here. Get a nice buffer of limestone ready. And then I think I want to go for this ceiling. Okay, so I picked up some coupons. We're dropping off more stuff to put in the awesome sink. And then I just want to make my conveyor holders. Conveyor ceiling mount. Add to cart. Do I have any other conveyor wall mounts? Let's add that. We know we want these signs.
Where did you leave your lizard, Doggos? What's in this storage container? Where did you put the essential components needed to save humanity? Do you wish there was text to prevent you from constantly taking the wrong turn? Disguise your struggles to comprehend the complexity of your surroundings with signs.
Okay. Well, that barely takes us off the ground. So, I guess we'll just keep it on the ground. A problem with that is we aren't going to have room to run. under here if we build it like that. And then I think what we'll do is we'll just go around here real quick. Just drop off some more stuff. Any wood? Yeah, we can drop that on there. And we can drop all of our leaves on there. And then I know that we've got some biomass that we can drop in there. No power. Oh, I didn't reconnect this one. Sorry about that, buddy. Oh my god. Alright. I think this is a good representation of a place where we can have our limestone coming in undercover. Alright, we can still just make this very stylish. Now let's see how we want to connect this one. This guy's going to be a pain. Unfortunately, I don't want to alter the line of this. get a bird's eye view. It's just not, there's no real great location based on at least where I decided to turn this. I guess if I go a little further out this way, I could turn it differently, but that has its own problems because the hill, the typography is changing in a way that doesn't help us. You know, I probably could do some nudgery here. Let's try that again. It's not going to be perfect, but it can be pretty close. Are you trying to tell me my inventory is full? Yes. It's very, very full. We'll make sure to pick this up once we're done with this build out. But all that stuff we just dropped is definitely stuff we don't need right now. Also, let's double check on our power situation. 120, so we're at we're less than a third. Well, right around a third of our total capacity. Gotta get power to this guy. Does look like they are correctly aligned, but apparently they're not. I know there's a two-sided version, but I don't have access to it. We'll put the two-sided version in later. Where do we want to connect this? Probably a little higher up, right? Okay, now we do this here, and we've got power over here. Let's not try to do that on one shot. Matter of fact, I think what I'll do... So that's a good chunk of limestone from that direction. And then we're going to have another from over here. We're currently sitting on... we should probably calculate it from the max. Should I put this one on the straight center line as well? That's the other thing that that straight option gives you. You can build long distance belts a lot faster. Happy with that. I'm gonna cut this back a bit. Give ourselves a storage container. And then there's one more. I do see on the list there, 3 mine connect. We've only connected 2 mines. A whole nother level of stairs. Really do like these built-in stair constructibles. So much better. Seems like the fastest way. Concrete factory is going to go right in this area, it looks like. So we could go this way to over here. Here we go. Those rocks are in the way. Let's put in a miner for this guy. Maybe we'll just sort of go for the angle. I'll be right back. It'll be a moment for you. And we are back. All right. I want to just put a nice little miner down. And I think we talked about maybe giving it a little spin. Like so. Ooh, that straight call out has weird ramifications when you are on a curve. I guess that's probably fair enough. Okay, and then we'll just run that right in here. Where's the turning point here? We could shave this right here. Yeah, we'll just run this belt all the way. Oh. We need to get power back this way. That's something to consider as well. Now, how do I want to do this? Well, if I do it any other way, I'm going to have to put in a third thing anyway, so I think I'll just put it on the ground. Then turn. We'll just set this up and use this as a kind of a measuring tool. Make sure we get this aligned perfectly. Okay. Now, the problem is that one doesn't have a buffer storage. Technically, it doesn't need one. You know what? That's really loud. Let me see if I can alter the sound a little bit. I like being able to feel it, but I also don't want to not talk while I'm building every little thing. Dialogue volume, high. That's good. Effects volume, UI volume. It's probably effects, right? Sound effects of the game. Let's drop that down just a little bit. I don't know that it's much quieter. We definitely need to get the double wire. Let's see if we can get this in relatively straight. Maybe with a nudge. Oh, you're killing me. It's bad because it's close. I could have sworn there was a half nudge. Okay, that's looking pretty good. This little bridge is happening. That's going in. We might adjust exactly where this input lands. Right now, we're just trying to get the infrastructure in place. Ooh, I just had a fun idea. I'm going to use this as a hypercannon base. That's going to be a fun launch since it's already angled up. Of course, are we on the edge of the map already? Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. It's pointed towards the edge of the world. Maybe we'll make it kind of a less than full speed situation. I want to see if I can get over there, avenge myself now that I've got my Blade Runners. I think this is going to look really cool once it's done. Let's see if we can bonus content here. Repairs needed 5 computers. I'm looking for pipes. Computers would be nice, not expected. Heavy plates are always welcome. They've been giving us a lot of rotors. I wonder, do I have access to... If I do, I probably drop them back at the original hub. I'm getting kind of excited. This is going to be a fun build. All right, so we selected our site. Calculate scope. $160. When I say calculate scope, should I calculate the scope based off of Mark 1s, Mark 3s, fully overclocked? That is a lot of questions that I have for myself. 180. That one was 120 plus the original 60, so we're at 180. I could also say, well, build a vertical factory, and then if you need more, then you could just add more floors. But then you have to build with the ability to add more floors in mind. $240 Mark 1 overclocked. $240, and that's by way of 260s and 120. So this is at really high quality limestone. But if the only thing we do is use this for making initial concrete, it's plenty. You know what? We're right at an hour. Let's call it. We're going to call our victory. We also calculated the scope, which was 240, i.e. 60 times 2 plus 120. So that'll help us figure out how much capacity we want to have for concrete. And then we're going to put it... And I don't know. I'll have to figure out how we work this thing into the design. But my thought so far is to use this as our build area. I'll think of something interesting there. Probably just be underserviced, large factory. Probably want to have... Problem is that you really can't do much more than 120 because our belts are limited to 120. Then once we're done with that, we'll shift over and take a peek at where we want to put. Ooh, I'm having dangerous thoughts. I'm thinking about putting the problem with putting it over here is that it's so far away. Ooh, let's not fall. It's so far away. But boy, do I love having... I love having my space elevator surrounded by water. That's something we can figure out in a future video. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.